Hello and welcome to the Bot Box. After last week's episode, anyone watching may have felt the need to consult Google Translate for a translation of Das Gepäck's name, and may have found, possibly to their disappointment, that it means the luggage. This is because the brown six-wheeled spike bot was themed on the luggage from the Discworld books, a many-legged, bigger on the inside suitcase that will travel with you everywhere, will never get lost, it will carry your stuff, do your washing, and be your bodyguard. Basically, if anyone tries to attack you, they better beware of the luggage. Also, keeps your stuff safe from thieves because it is vicious. And admit it, you want the luggage in your life. It would make moving house a lot easier. Anyway, alas, the luggage existeth not. The team that made Das Gepäck actually wore wizard hats as well as normal clothes. They and their bot were Dutch, but they gave their bot a German name. Das Gepäck made its debut in the second series of Dutch Robot Wars, landing in Heat D, where it drew Flipper Gravity. It was a pretty rough draw, to be honest. Das Gepäck's team actually chose not to wear their wizard hats during the Dutch Wars. Instead, they wore sunglasses. Can't you wear both? Is there some fashion law I'm unaware of that states you can't wear wizard hats and sunglasses together? Anyway, Das Gepäck hit Gravity twice early on, but had to dodge to Killot in the process. Once free, Gravity pushed Das Gepäck into a wall and carried it until Das Gepäck drove off. Das Gepäck then tried to push Gravity, whose flipping arm was seemingly stuck open, but actually took an age to retract, into a wall, but caught Gravity and got shoved into a wall instead. A pushing war ensued, won by Gravity when it pushed Das Gepäck into Sergeant Bash's corner and flipped it. Das Gepäck, that is, not Sergeant Bash, but flipping Sergeant Bash would totally be something that Gravity would do, having seen some of its Series 7 fights. Das Gepäck escaped Sergeant Bash and tried to push Gravity, but Gravity just parked Das Gepäck on its side, though Das Gepäck did get free to have a go at Gravity. As time ran out and the jury, not the judges, the jury were called in. They ruled in favour of Gravity. Das Gepäck was next seen in Robot Wars Extreme 2, when, by dint of having a German name, it represented Germany in the UK versus Germany special. You'll notice that during the course of the UK versus Germany special, if you look it up, they don't actually list Das Gepäck's hometown because of it being Dutch. Das Gepäck was pretty much there to make up the numbers. And for this, the team brought out the wizard hats. No sunglasses this time, just the wizard hats and the normal clothes. First up was walking lifter Ansgar's Revenge. In 2 rounds, Das Gepäck sent Ansgar's Revenge to dead metal. Das Gepäck kept ramming Ansgar's Revenge until Sir Killot showed up, which is probably a good idea to stay away from Sir K. Once Sir K released Ansgar's Revenge, Das Gepäck opened the pit, sent Ansgar's Revenge to an angle grinder, and then Sir Killot. Sir K tried to get Ansgar's Revenge before time ran out and the judges were called in, but failed. And Das Gepäck did not finish off the job in time. In fact, they didn't finish the job off. The judges ruled in favour of Das Gepäck in pretty much 5 seconds flat. As a case of, they didn't even get time to show the highlights. It was a case of the judges have got back, Das Gepäck won. Next up was full-body spinner Del Dog. Sounds alarming, right? But Del Dog had a broken spinner. Gepäck's team showed off their power source, a drawn-on black hole. Del Dog wanted to stay away from Gepäck, but got in a hit early on. Gepäck's response was to send Del Dog straight to Mr. Psycho. Del Dog did not escape with the greatest of ease, but he did escape and ended up with Sergeant Bash, because they drove there. Gepäck opened the pit. Mr. Psycho rocked up and hammered Del Dog. Del Dog, now dead, got counted out, and Gepäck showed up to hit Del Dog. So that got Gepäck through to the final, where it faced the British robot that made it through, invertible bar spinner Fluffy. Gepäck did not want to go anywhere near Fluffy's weapon, which its decision was kind of justified when Fluffy's weapon made contact with Gepäck. It pretty much broke off Gepäck's left spike. It had two, right-hand spike and a left-hand spike, and left-hand spike for the rest of the fight was that. It was basically dangling. One good hit would have taken it off completely. So Gepäck combined glancing blows and evasive maneuvers before getting Fluffy on the flame pit. Once both Fluffy and Gepäck were off the flame pit, they weren't on at the same time, they just ended up on in rapid succession. Gepäck pushed Fluffy around the arena. Fluffy got free, but it was now clear that its weapon was no longer functional. After a second push, Gepäck opened the pit. Fluffy led Gepäck on a merry dance away from the pit. But now once Fluffy's weapon was dead, it couldn't actually do anything else to Gepäck. When the two bots did get close to the pit, Fluffy got away, so Gepäck tried to lure Fluffy back. The two ended up with Sergeant Bash, both escaped. When time ran out on the battle and the judges were called in, Fluffy was all but dead. It had slowed down significantly. A few more seconds and Fluffy would not have been moving anymore. The judges ruled the battle a draw. And that went down with the crowd about as well as your average solid concrete balloon. Yeah. But essentially, it was said to Gepäck that the trophy was given. So, as they were up to do something, was everyone who opened the scout? Congrats, Gepäck. You win a thing. I'm going to have to move the streamers. They've landed rather worryingly near my heater. If you want a case for boxy rammers aren't boring, please look to Gepäck as proof. Their eccentricity scores points with me, and whilst their inclusion in the England or UK vs Germany event may be considered questionable, given that they were Dutch, I actually cannot blame Gepäck's team for that. That's just the way things turned out. But despite the fact they were basically there to make up the numbers, they more than held their own, and they probably should have been given that win against Fluffy. It shouldn't have been a draw. As for Gravity, I know what happened to Gravity next. And knowing what Gravity would become, even though Gravity did not actually do that well in the Dutch Wars, there is no shame in losing to gravity. So, who's next? We'll be talking about gravity. I have not talked about gravity yet, apart from in other fights that gravity happened to be in. Soundbox is back for this. Oh, I've got one with long name. Well, 'tis Chronic the Wedgehog. Insert all your favourite Sonic puns here. Until next week, Callison244, out.